going, guys? Neil here.
I'm using that. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neil. Today I'm with my two best friends in the whole wide world, Andrew and Preston.
Aw,
And
shucks.
together
It's
we
just
are
Andrew.
TechSolid. And tonight we got quite a few interesting topics that's going on the week. So the
Didn't make
first one,
videos about, but
yeah, I,
so
I still have not had a video out besides my first one.
it's fine.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
I know. I've been working on that Pebble one forever. It's like I was gonna
It's
do a
coming.
day
It's
one.
just like, nah, you know.
I was gonna do
It's
a
coming,
day
don't
one
worry.
impression, and I'm like, maybe a week one impression.
Maybe a month.
Maybe
Yeah,
a year.
exactly.
You're like, yeah,
Month
Maybe
and
one
really.
year later. What do I think? I mean,
Anywho, lots of Apple stuff,
yeah.
but WWDC right around the corner, so that's that.
I'm
But we also
surprised they're
got
like talking about so much stuff like going on at
I don't
Apple.
know.
Like I don't get why they come out with all these things right before WWDC. Maybe it's just stuff that they don't
Well,
want to.
it's the hype. It's the hype. Everyone's
with
like,
with
God, I've
WWDC.
seen
That makes sense. But I mean, like, what are they going to talk about if they
With
talk about everything? Already?
Usually with WWDC, it's usually iOS, OXX, like the Mac operating system.
Yeah.
Usually some other software services, and then sometimes we get hardware, maybe a new iPad, maybe a new Mac, but we'll talk about that later. But something inside the works with Apple is the Apple Music, and we all know about Beats Music and how that was a fail and that was closed. But
that right.
essentially, this is going to be built into iOS with the music, and then it's going to cost $10 a month, and it will be offering no free ad-based subscription like Spotify or Pandora, but however, there's a possibility of a 3-month free trial. So we have the iTunes Radio, which I use a lot.
I used to until they started like giving me like 5 ads every 2 songs.
But
Yeah.
apparently, a lot of people still don't use it.
Yeah, I
This-
mean, I have
this
Spotify
reminds
Premium,
me-
so
This reminds me a lot of the Google Play
Mhm.
music service.
I kind of heard about that. I think the whole
I used
like,
it
Play
because I
Store
got
came
a-
out right when I got rid of my Android, so I didn't
Yeah.
like I wasn't there for that, but I heard about it.
I had a 2-month trial because I had a Nexus,
Mhm.
and I was addicted to it. It was
Yeah.
really good.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I
I
was
like
like-
Spotify a lot. I mean,
I was on
I'm a
withdrawal without
Spotify
it.
junkie. I really am.
I've used Spotify. I mix it up. Like if I'm in bed listening to music, I'll use my iTunes and stuff like that to listen to music, like on my phone. But apparently, right now is just a battle of money right now because apparently labels are asking for 60% versus the 55% they earn from Spotify, and apparently they're gonna have some guest DJs as well, like David Guetta, Drake,
Keep-
Dr.
keep
Dre.
whack.
So again, we'll know more on Monday, or is it Tuesday? It's Monday.
I can't look up anything because I have too many
It's
tabs
Monday.
open right now.
It's Monday, but I don't know. Like the simple fact that it does not offer a freemium
Yeah.
service,
Like, how can
even-
you not? Like,
I
to
don't
be
know.
like, how can you not?
We'll see. Obviously, I would imagine Apple would want to throw in some other exclusive in there to counteract the reason why they're not doing the freemium, like the free with ads. But we'll know more on Monday, hopefully.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I put 2 Apple articles back to back, but some good news for developers that Apple may be taking a smaller cut of App Store sales.
As if they don't make enough money alone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So basically,
I mean-
Apple is looking to reduce the amount of money that they take from App Store purchases. Apple has taken 30% of all sales
Which
originally.
that's not a crazy amount. They're basically doing all the or whatever. You know the word I'm going for. I can't say it right now because it's late. But they're like promoting it and kind of getting it out there and stuff like that. So I
Mhm.
mean, they're doing the hard work. I mean, to code an app is not that big of a deal anymore. To get an app big is a different thing. Well,
Mhm.
not even big. Just put it out there. Like if you don't have the App Store, What do you got?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But specifically, Apple plans to reduce its 30% fee subscription for subscription music, video, and news applications. So again, no detail on what the model will look like. But apparently subscription-based services have been complaining about the cut that Apple's been taking, and apparently now Apple is feeling pressured to change it. And whether Apple changes it to be much smaller in order to satisfy,
that makes sense.
It does make a little bit of sense. Like, but here's the thing though, like 30%, it's like Spotify and Tidal, like, they're losing a decent chunk, which is 30%, and you take it from between $10 and $12, 30% of that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
again, I'm surprised they didn't do anything for game developers yet. Maybe we'll see that change, but I don't know. But apparently, labels are pushing for higher cuts in music, which has spiraled out this whole thing with Taylor Swift. I don't know why. Was Taylor Swift removing her music off Spotify?
Yeah.
Label related?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I don't think it was label related. She just, like,
Revenue related?
She was just like, nah.
She was like,
nah.
well, she wasn't making any money from it, is what I heard. Like, she's like, well, I'm not going to put my music out there for free, is a thing. But she
I don't
still
like
makes
that.
money
I don't like
off
that.
of it.
I know
Yeah.
Spotify took a humongous cut, though.
But, like, even though you don't make that much money from Spotify, having your music on Spotify is more of like an advertising kind of deal, rather than a,
It's true.
like a...
Because you just listen to straight playlists. So it's
Yeah.
if a Taylor Swift song comes on, then it's like, oh, I don't mind this. You say, okay, who is it? Taylor Swift? All right, I'll listen to
Okay,
one
cool.
person. Yeah.
But something else which is interesting is, could Apple be forcing Spotify and Tidal to charge more?
That
by
would be
doing this.
sad.
I think it gave Apple a very bad name. I just read that inside the article, because by them, like, it seems like Apple's trying to push the next standard in music streaming. And I know that, I think we talked about this last week, they were under fire and they were under investigation by the European Commission or something like that, something with music and the money and stuff like that, and they were trying to get all these labels. So, I don't know. Obviously, it must be going through because of we're seeing all this stuff about Apple Music, but I don't know, because I think it's going to boil down to if people leave Spotify and other services to move to Apple. What it boils down to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just never liked... I mean, I like Apple. Like, I have a MacBook and iPhone, but that's it. I don't...
Yeah. I think if I had an iPhone, I would go with Apple. Because now that I'm...
Well,
with-
if you
with
go
my
with an
Nexus
iPhone,
5
you have no choice to go with Apple.
No, I mean, like, I'd go with the Apple Music.
Oh.
Like,
I just-
I'd take that over Spotify.
I just don't like it. Because, I mean, I love Spotify. Like, I have a problem with Spotify. So I don't think I can really have an opinion about Apple
Yeah,
Music.
and again, we don't even know what the service looks like or what the
Yeah.
details entail.
There'll be
That's
more
true.
information that comes soon, hopefully.
Monday. I'm rigged up. Like, I'm gonna be on it.
I'm going to be at
Like,
work, and I'm going to get, like...
seconds.
My Pebble watch is going to keep on going crazy, because you're just going to keep on sending me updates on what's
Yeah.
going on.
No, I
can
live
feel
tweet it. I'm a live tweeter.
Basically.
Anywho, Neil, you want to talk about this next one?
Dude,
this
this really excites me. Hold on, let me get there. SanDisk, 128 USB 3.0 flash drive, smaller than a dime.
And I die.
Than a dime. This is so cool. I mean, they're the easiest things to lose, and it's probably like $100 just for this little piece.
Oh,
But
it's gotta be at least $100.
oh yeah, let me look.
There's a price. It will cost you $119.99 and a
Oh, is that the price?
$250. Yeah, 128 is $120. $256 is $200.
Is that on the page that I'm looking at? I don't see.
Yep.
Yes,
Very
it's at the
bottom.
very bottom.
Last
Yeah,
paragraph.
Last paragraph.
Okay,
Like, yeah.
that's a great because this. I mean, this looks crazy cool. And if I could have like some kind of like keychain thing, I would do that rather than,
It looks like there is one, because if you look underneath SanDisk,
Yeah, there's
a
a
little loop.
Yeah.
I'm not
Honestly,
saying that.
I would still lose it. I would
I
forget
would
it
lose it.
if I was. But then
See,
again, I don't think I would bring that as like a mobile, like
that's not for
as
your
a mobile
everyday
flash drive.
flash drive
No,
consumer.
no.
I would.
Like, I mean, I would. I
I
would
could
love
see
something
myself
like
using
this.
that at like school or something. Like
It's so large.
for my
It's like a
computer
little mini
classes?
external hard drive.
it's basically an external. Yeah, that's what it is.
It
It
is. It
has
is an external
crazy
hard drive.
read-write speeds. It has a
If you
hundred.
use the 256 gigabyte model, yeah, definitely.
It has read speeds of up to 130 megabytes a second, and write speeds of 40 megabytes a second.
Which is completely crazy for something that's small.
A flash drive. And you know what it reminds me of? The form factor. It reminds me of, whenever you go out and buy a wireless mouse, and you know that little thing you plug
Yeah,
into the
that's
USB.
exactly what it looks
That's
like.
what it reminds me.
Yeah.
I used to have one of those, so I got my Razor.
And see, like I can see myself if I bought this. I can see myself losing it because from where regular flash drives are like longer,
Yeah.
it's a visual reminder that it's there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If I were to bring it to school and like use it in that sort of scenario, I would just be gone. I forgot it.
I
Yeah.
think it's cool. This would be awesome because I have three flash drives sitting on my desk right now.
Oh, I don't. I think I have one somewhere around here, but I don't. I don't
Yeah, I
use
have
them all
one
that
somewhere
much.
around. I don't even know.
I have three flash drives, and two of which I use for school. One of which is a 16 gigabyte, which I bought
See,
for school.
my MacBook, I just take it everywhere.
See, I really need a new laptop. I may get a Chromebook, but I don't know. My laptop works, but I don't know. I didn't really need
Honestly,
it for me.
a
It has
good
two
MacBook.
OSs on it.
Oh, jeez.
So every time I boot it, like it asks, like, would you like to run Windows 8.1 or Windows 7?
Windows 7, please.
Yeah, I like it. It has my thumbs up. I could totally see
Oh yeah,
myself buying
I would
this.
buy this eventually. Like once
Yeah.
I made the money to waste $100.
It's a very expensive. Like this would have to be a flash drive. That would have to arrest me probably for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Anywho, that's really neat. Smaller than a dime, but this one's a little different. But I felt like this was interesting. But Hearthstone. I play Hearthstone. I've been playing since beta. I don't play it a whole lot, but I do occasionally. It's a nice time killer.
When was this in beta?
Years ago. I want to say almost 2 years ago. I'm not exactly sure though.
Okay. Oh,
But
and
anywho,
yeah. Well, once we get done talking about this, let me say something before we move on to the next topic.
okay. So in Hearthstone, it's a card game, and there's a GIF on this page, and essentially Blizzard is charging $10 for an updated character portrait and animations whenever you use your hero spell, along with some new vocals. So essentially, it's cosmetic, and it's not a whole lot of cosmetic upgrade for $10. And I know Blizzard's been trying to adopt the microtransaction. I know with World of Warcraft we have the Blizzard store and the people buying in-game mounts. With Heroes of the Storm, it's free to play, but you can pay in-game for stuff, which I still think Heroes of the Storm skins are extremely expensive.
Oh yeah, they're up there. I feel like they'll go down eventually, but since they're so new,
Compared to League of Legends, you pay $10 and you can get like 3 skins.
yeah, and then this
for your
one you
champions.
pay like $10 for either one
For
skin
one. Yeah.
or like one mount. No, I think mounts are like $20.
For $10, you'll be able to pick up a new hero and a pre-existing class. That means you're basically buying a new skin, animations,
Exactly.
and voice work for $10.
So Blizzard, or
What are you doing?
Battle.net, whatever. I don't know what they
Blizzard.
go by anymore.
Blizzard,
Blizzard, yeah,
what are you doing?
exactly.
There's no argument with it. It's too expensive.
Yep.
$10.
I mean, I have a
for
friend
cosmetics.
who would buy anything on Hearthstone. He does like he opens packs daily.
And
Card
there's no
packs.
doubt. Like, there's going to be people that absolutely love Hearthstone. And, again, this is like a thing. If you enjoy Hearthstone, you want to do this, by all means, go for it.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I'm a casual player. I'll jump on every now and then and play a little bit of Hearthstone.
$10 just isn't... It's
No.
not rich. It's... No.
Not my thing.
Like, I can see this being priced maybe $2 or $3.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be reasonable. And then I'd be like, oh, okay, this
I'll
isn't
just
too bad.
chop it in half. I mean, that'd even be better for those that do.
Yeah,
play a lot.
$5 even. But, whew, man, $10. Like, that's... a lot
a skin.
for a skin, a skin basically. Then there's going to be the counter argument. Yeah, it does the exact same thing, but like it doesn't really do anything. It changes a picture and animations and voice work.
Yeah.
If by all means, if you're a Hearthstone player and you want to do this, by all means go for it. But this is just our personal opinions. I think $10 is too steep. I would personally do it if it was lower.
Yeah.
Great game though. I enjoy Hearthstone.
For some reason, the GIF is not loading up anymore for me, so I'll just link. We'll leave a link in the description below.
We need to start leaving links.
Yeah, we do. I can set that up if I had manager. Wink, wink, hint, hint. So thanks for reminding me, Preston. One thing that I do want to talk about is the Heroes of the Storm release. It's in full release now. It's not in beta. It's not in alpha.
Oh, yeah.
I've had it for like the past 6 months.
I forgot to add that.
Yeah. So they finally released. You can go download it for free on your Battle.net client.
I enjoy it.
I want to put that out there.
It's a good game.
Me and Preston have played a few games before. I play a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I don't honestly. I know a lot of people that play way more than me, but I just suck at it. I suck at all MOBAs. I'm more of a FPS and then
Is
RPG
Andrew still there?
Andrew?
He's gone.
So here, sorry.
Okay.
I just I have no knowledge on
Okay.
Hearthstone. Like
This
is all.
fine.
It's just like Hearthstone. It's a good time killer. I enjoy it, but $10 for that, no. The price is not right here.
All right. Okay.
Anyway,
are you ready to move on?
Yes.
All right.
More Apple Watch news. Yay!
Oh, what is this?
Oh my God.
So Apple Watch, it's been out for about a month and a half now, roughly, and they are finally catching up on the online orders, and it appears that in 2 weeks you will be able to go in and try on Apple Watches without a reservation. In terms of the availability, and if you can walk into a store and buy one, we don't know yet, but they're making a proactive push because, I don't know, like, there was some people who did line up outside Apple stores expecting to buy an Apple Watch.
And they couldn't?
And they could not because the orders were online exclusive. You could only order online, which was new for them. Yeah. There was a couple of places, though, that allowed you to buy Apple Watches. A couple jewelers for the more higher, like the stainless steel ones. There's a couple stores that did that. Very few, though. But my question is will the Apple Watch eventually come to resellers like Best Buy?
I think so.
I would imagine. I would hope
At
so.
some
They
point
already
in
have
time, it's going to have to come.
because they already have like all these other wearables, and if like I can see maybe the Sport being carried in Best Buy, stainless steel, no.
I bet they get both because I've seen a lot of smartwatches in Best Buy. Like I was walking around looking because I bought my Pebble at Best Buy, and I went in and looked for like other kind of like accessories for my Pebble, like anything that I could just waste money on, So,
Yeah.
It's Best Buy.
Yeah, I go in there and waste money. That's basically what I
You
do.
walk in and you go brain dead.
Yep, exactly. But anyways, I walked like there was like 2 full aisles of just watches and accessories. Like there's so many different brands, and given some of them are like the Fitbit, where it's just something like record your steps and your sleep stuff, which I have apps for that on my Pebble. I love that, by the way. But I just found it funny how there's so many other watches, and like really the only big 2 ones, which I don't even know if Pebble's that big, but Pebble and then Apple Watch. Like, of course, Apple's, everything they do.
There is a very strong market for Android Wear, though.
Really?
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of people who really enjoy Android Wear. Actually, I don't know.
Because I know one of them actually has a camera on them, which
I don't know which one has that. I think I know which one you're talking
I know
about. It's like
the
a
Galaxy
Samsung?
Gear has a camera.
The Galaxy Gear has a camera?
Yeah,
It's
the
one of my
Galaxy
friend's
Gear.
dads has it, and he was showing it off.
Like, pew, pew, pew.
Selfie.
Selfie. That's great. But, yeah, so that means that in a couple of weeks, the Apple stores could get mobbed again for people wanting to buy them. So technically, the Apple Watch is going to have technically 2 releases, an online release and then an in-store release.
Yeah.
So that'll be
I don't know
interesting.
how I feel about that, because I feel like they just should do all releases at the same
They
time.
I think they should
They
have.
should have been like aware of the situation and been able to like produce what they needed to do.
I've been reading a
went-
couple of articles of like Apple purposely creating scarcity and scarcity creating demand and stuff like that, but we're not going to get into that.
Yeah, this whole conspiracy stuff. We're not going to get into it.
But I think they should have just went ahead and did the app like the online and in store. But again, this isn't like this is a brand new thing because it's like MacBooks. Like MacBooks have been in the market for years now.
Mhm.
And same with
See,
iPhones. So
this
it's not
is why
like
I didn't go for the Apple Watch. I went for something cheaper because it's the first time. Like you don't buy when I guess but anyways I didn't want to buy like an Apple iPhone 1. You're supposed to wait for a couple models to come out. Is how you're
I know,
supposed to do
but
it.
you keep in mind technology has improved over the years.
Sure.
But still, it's a brand new product. This is the first product that Apple's come out with since Steve Jobs passed away, and this is their new
This is
product. This is their
crazy.
their first new line in years. So, like, if Apple tried to do this years ago, it wouldn't have been smooth because wearables were just a futuristic thing. But we've reached the point to where technology it's a lot more accessible and it's a lot more free and stuff like well, not free, but like what I'm saying in terms of like design and engineering. We've gotten better at that. So.
Yeah.
But yes, so Apple Store is going to get mobbed again.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have a Skype message?
Yeah, that was me. I'm sorry.
Okay, go for it.
No, I don't. It was just a note.
Oh, okay.
But are you ready to move on? I really like
Yes.
how they didn't do demos. I might try to do one. Although the closest Apple store to me is Chicago, I think.
Yeah, mine it's a very far ways away.
But I have a
Really?
trip up there anyways this month.
I've
so-
always wanted to go to an Apple Store, and I will go one day once I go out of state for something.
I have one in like my local mall.
I know, and I hate you.
We have one for it's some kind of Apple store, but it's not a real one. It's just
It's like a authorized retailer.
yeah, that is it. Maybe they'll have them there. You never know. Anyways, let's
Speaking
move
of
on.
Pebble got some headaches earlier in the week.
Yeah.
And let me explain. So the Pebble time was announced 3 months ago, roughly.
It was wild.
Yeah, it was actually the first video. And basically, Pebble started shipping Pebble times. However, the application specific to the Pebble time was not approved on the App Store. So people were receiving Pebble times
But
in
don't
the
work.
mail, but they could not work.
Because when you first get your Pebble, I don't know if this is the same for every Pebble, but the original first generation Pebble, to even use it, you have to download the app, pair it, and then update.
Yep, that's exactly what
So-
happened. And the specific Pebble Time app was not approved. And we don't know why it wasn't approved, but it just wasn't approved.
I
and-
mean, we know why, really, but we'll not go into it.
yeah. But
'cause it's a competitor. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But basically, Pebble got the application approved finally, and they did ask their customers and fans to pressure Apple to approve it. It got denied once, and then they resent it off, and then it was stuck in like a inspection purgatory.
Yeah,
And it finally got updated, so people finally can use their Pebble times. And this is something that I know this is very far fetched, but I was just theory crafting in the back of my head. I was like, what if Apple just said, "No, we're not going to support Pebble. You're a competitor to our own to a smartwatch that we have." What would you do? Like, I was thinking, what if Apple just wanted to pull that card and be like, "We no longer accept Pebble."
No
It's like,
card?
nah. Like, nah.
I would buy an Android and sell my phone.
Like that would have. I was just. I knew Apple wasn't going to do it because I knew that was going
It
to
was-
be
I
three
mean-
rings of heck. But what if? You can't help but think about that. What if?
No.
But-
It would be bad for both companies, I believe.
It would be because Pebble has 20 some. I don't know how much they raised, but millions of dollars in.
Oh, it was like
Kickstarting.
3 million, or I can't remember if it was 3 or 9. I think
Let me look
3.
that up. Hold on.
Okay.
Kickstarter Pebble Time. Pebble Time Kickstarter raised $20.3 million.
Wow, can you like that?
And it had a $500,000 original goal.
Okay, let's take a look at this.
So can you just imagine, like, what if Apple was like, no, we're not going to accept Pebble anymore?
Wow, 22,000 people donated $179. Oh my gosh. Let's see how many did the top one. This is always what I scroll down to. $5,000, 142 people.
Wow.
Don't you get like five Apple
10.
10
10 Pebble Times.
Pebble Times?
No, of each color. So 30.
Oh my gosh. But Pebble Time is going out to Kickstarter backers, and I believe pre-orders start June 22nd. Let's see here.
For Pebble Time?
Yeah, to the public.
Oh,
Pre-orders start June 22nd, I believe.
well, if you go down, the people that donated 5,000, they already have their 30. They already have their 30 watches.
Something that's not inside this article. I saw where I read somewhere where Pebble also took out a loan or something, or got funding as well, in addition to this. Yeah, like, well, not like an investment. I think they took out like a loan to keep up with the production or something like that, in addition to the 20 million that they raised. I don't know.
Well,
I
why
had
do
to
they need
find
more
it.
than 20 million?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw an article, but I'm not
$5
gonna
million.
I'm not gonna bother
$5
finding.
million dollar. Yeah.
It's crazy.
$5 million
20
loan.
million.
So
338,000.
that's a lot. I almost did it. I almost backed it.
I would love to.
The price point's really not bad either. It's like what, $150, $170 something.
159. All right. So back to what we were talking about.
Yes, it is back.
It's on
And
the
they
App
had-
Store now, right?
Yes, it's on the App Store now. People can now use their Pebble Times to full capacity. Thankfully, because that would have been very bad. But
Yeah.
it was never disclosed why Apple denied the first round.
I'd love to see some news on that. Like, I hope someone at like WWDC asks that question. That'd be awesome.
Meh.
Speaking of WWDC, it's Monday. What to expect?
All right, that was such a transition. I didn't
That really
even
was.
do that.
Yeah,
I didn't even
that was
need to
nice.
do
I was like, phew.
So, June 8th, I forget what time. I think it's at noon, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon for Eastern. And there's a couple things that are on the table for WWDC. iOS 9, which I really enjoy iOS 8.
I don't even have iOS 8.
I really like it.
What is with this?
So iOS 9, probably going to get some HomeKit updates as well, because HomeKit devices actually launched this week. The first round had like the smart plug and everything like that. So we'll get a hint at iOS 9 and OS X, and the next version to OS X. It'll probably go on the developer version on Monday, but it probably won't be available to the public until later in the year. Probably around like, I don't know, I'm trying to remember. Usually it's like August, early September, whenever they do iOS. Oh wait, no, they release the next version of iOS whenever they do they have the keynote for the next iPhone. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. One thing I do want to note on this, the first image, not the building, but the actual phones. Are they bringing GarageBand, iMovie, iTunes U, which I think was already on there anyways, but like all those to like?
I think they're already on.
They're already okay. I didn't know because like they came preloaded onto my MacBook. I didn't know if they would come preloaded onto the iPhone. Is that a possibility?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because from our iPhones have less storage than the MacBook.
Yeah.
And those are pretty hefty applications.
Mm-hmm. That would be something that you would dedicate one phone to, basically.
Yeah, exactly. But apparently iOS 9 is going to revive older phones, such as the iPhone 4S's.
Which is seen in the picture.
Yes. I don't know where this image is from, but
with
it's there.
the One Music. in the
Yeah.
dock.
I like that because like they have so many apps just out of date. And
Yeah.
also the second phone, like from the left,
It's a 5S, I believe.
20,000 notifications.
That's not 20,000 notifications. That's 2,000.
No, there's a
No, that's 20,000.
yeah.
Oh,
There's
okay, I
a
see it.
comma. It's just hiding the other 0 or whatever
Yeah.
number.
So I don't know. From what I've read, iOS 9 obviously going to be talked about. Pretty sure they're going to do it. They're going to revive the older iPhones with that as well. HomeKit probably going to get some updates as well. Probably going to get compatibility with the iPhone 4s. Do you guys know what HomeKit is?
I don't.
Okay, so HomeKit basically integrates with Apple and iOS. So you know how usually if you have like a Nest thermostat or something, there's an application that you go
Yeah.
to change it. So HomeKit, it still has the standalone application, but it integrates with iOS. So, for example, if you had a thermostat compatible with HomeKit, you could talk to Siri and be like, "Hey Siri, turn my thermostat on 75 degrees." And she'd be like,
Ah,
"Okay." So it's like integrating the iOS ecosystem with these devices and stuff like that.
that's good. I like that.
Actually, before I got my Pebble, I had a friend who had it for my church, and he was able to control his lights with his Pebble.
Yeah, you'll be able to control everything like that.
Yep. I think it's pretty cool, but
Smart
Like-
home technology.
yeah. And I would do a lot of trolling with my parents.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I already told myself whenever I'm gonna try to rig up like the Nest thermostat and stuff. Hopefully Nest gets integration because Nest already has a big market share with smart home tech,
Really?
with the smoke detector and the thermostat, and Macs. Obviously OS X 10.11. So
I'm excited for this because I. Oh, and by the way, I went to Best Buy to like check out the new Mac. I don't like the keyboard at all.
I don't like the keyboard either.
That's I mean
No.
I mean I heard you say that. I'm like, wow, can it be really that bad? And it was really that bad.
It feels like you're typing on nothing. It feels like you're typing on a
You
touchscreen.
can't feel the pressure, like you have a mechanical keyboard rather than a key and a key.
Yeah.
Like you can feel when you press a button, and it's
Yeah.
just normal. Like I guess maybe
It's just
this
that,
newer
that
generation.
satisfaction of actually pressing a button, feeling like you actually pressed a button.
I mean there's gonna be a generation.
It's different
where-
with the iPhone, though.
But think about it, like the next generation, they're not gonna know what a keyboard really feels like. They're gonna have touchscreen.
They're gonna have touchscreen. They're gonna have these type of keyboards,
Think about
which I will
growing
admit.
up on that. Like we didn't have that. We hardly had cell phones when we were younger.
Exactly.
We had
But
typewriters in my time.
I'm glad someone else sees the whole keyboard. Like, beautiful design of the MacBook. I just don't like that keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Like, I'm probably after a while I could probably get used to it, but it's just you don't get any feedback. Like you just don't. Now I didn't have a chance to play around with the Force Touch on it, so
The what? The
hopefully
what?
you know the Force Touch on the Apple Watch.
I
Yeah.
don't.
It's in that MacBook, in the
What is it?
trackpad.
Really?
The MacBook
Oh, the trackpad.
Yeah, the trackpad doesn't click. It's just there.
Oh
It
no!
No.
it vibrates whenever you click,
What is
making
Oh.
it
Why
feel
did
like it.
Who engineered
I'm-
this?
I'm extremely glad
You
that I
wa-
had just bought my MacBook before this.
You want to know what I thought about this? I forgot all about it. And whenever I went to Best Buy and played around with this MacBook, I honestly thought I honestly felt like the trackpad was clicking. And then once I got back in the car, I was like, that did not have an actual trackpad. That was Force Touch. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't tell the difference.
That's
Wow.
weird. I can't. I don't like that.
Yeah,
So-
I like my click. I just
Yeah.
The click.
click, click.
Oh.
So, the 15-inch Mac or the Retina MacBook Pro, and also may cut prices on the 5K iMac.
5K?
Yeah, that came out last year.
okay. Yeah.
Oh.
They may cut the prices on those. Also, I don't
I'm
think
happy
we're
about
gonna.
that.
I
wanna
don't
buy
think
it.
we're gonna see any new Macs. We'll probably see probably updated components, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's all they can really do. There's nothing else to change.
Exactly. Now there has been some it's not the article, but there has been some talk about maybe a new iPad like the iPad Pro. But there hasn't been
I
any
think that'd be a
leaks on
good
it.
idea, but it'd be turning it into like a computer.
We would probably have some information if an iPad Pro was coming.
Yeah, definitely one day if we get a new iPad.
Yeah. And then we talked about Beats, the $10 a month, whatnot. Apple TV is not going to be at WWDC. That is the hardware and the new subscription TV service that I've been hyping up so much about.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, basically, the subscription TV service would bundle about 25 channels, which you would pay about $30 or $40 for. So, worst case scenario, it's going to come until 2016. So, it could make an appearance this September with the iPhone. But again, worst case scenario is it's going to be delayed till 2016.
Youch.
And then lastly, the watch. We're probably the only thing Apple Watch really. We're probably just going to get an update on sales, and maybe a update for Watch OS. That's about it.
Yeah, that'd be nice because you saw that picture I sent you of the design, comparing it to like the sink
sink faucet. Yeah.
Yeah, not the faucet part, but like the sink. I mean,
I can see them changing the design of the apps though.
I think like a whole like scrolling thing where you have, I don't know, like maybe 3 columns where you can scroll up and down and be like
I'm on my watch right now, and honestly, like it's not too bad. Like, but if you want to click on an app, you just can't like click on like the edge of it. You actually like in order for you to like actually get a good chance of hitting it, you have to
fingers. That wouldn't work for me. I hear Andrew laughing. I hear ya.
So that's the only thing watch related, but I don't know. I think I go with everything in this article except I go with everything. Maybe probably the only thing that's probably not going to be disclosed is the iPad, but again, we could see Apple TV hardware in WWDC. Keep in mind, just not the TV streaming service. But again, there's actually 2 more conferences left this year. There's the iPhone keynote, or after WWDC, there's the iPhone keynote, and then there's the iPad keynote.
Mm-hmm.
So, worst case scenario, 2016.
Yeah. Well,
that is it.
I think that's all we got today, guys. That was our 3rd podcast already.
3rd or 4th.
Wow.
Number 3.
Anyways, got one more update for you guys. We released a channel update, which has a $10 Amazon code giveaway, US only. Sorry, Andrew and all of his Canadian people.
Sorry, Canadians. My apologies. I'll take the blame for that.
Yeah, it's all on Andrew. But yeah, so go ahead and check that out. That link will be down below. Hopefully, if Preston sets it up.
I keep forgetting to do the links. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Preston disappoints me.
Once I get permission, hopefully, I'll be doing all podcast stuff. So yeah, I'll be able to set that up.
Yeah, we're gonna get the channel manager. We're in the process of changing the the YouTube channel owner to a new Gmail that's shared. So,
all right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Nerds at the Tech Table.
You forgot the name.
I almost forgot it. It's not that important. It's just
Nerds of the Tech Table.
TechSolid podcast number 3.
Yes, 3.
Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
See ya.
Peace.